Okay, y'all. We live, we lit, we in here. Now, today gonna be a little bit different. We not gonna be talking about the other topics that we've been talking about. We might bring a little bit of that into today's subject, but today is gonna be a little bit different. Now, let's go ahead and kick off with this. We're gonna be talking about Justine and Michael's situation with the house. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about it because that's love at the lockup, and we got to talk about it. Now let's just go ahead and bring out the disclaimer in the 30-second intro, and we'll be back in those 30 seconds. Jill Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Now, this situation that we're going to be talking about today is going to be Michael and Justine. Michael and Justine was on the Love During Lockup season, and they transferred over to the Love at the Lockup in the Love at the Lockup in the Love at the Lockup and Love. I forget hold on, let me bring it. My wife want to say something real quick. Okay.
Good afternoon, folks. So what fell upon my desk was a little tea about the Persauds. If you went on the community, be quiet. If you went to the community page that I posted a couple weeks ago about them saying that congratulations, we just closed on a house. That's all nice and everything, but whose name is on the deed? Let's get into it.
Jill's name is on the deed, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. She told me to be quiet, but they saying, "Hey, cat." They said, "Hey." She said, "Hey." She said, "Hey" to y'all. But who name is on the deed? You know who name? None other. Hold on. She want to say something else.
Remember when she was on the show, they went house shopping in Nevada, right? Justine and Michael are both unemployed. So she sat up there talking about, oh, I like this $1 million home. I don't really have a budget. I don't care about the budget. And da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. And now Michael turned around talking about, oh, I make money from my music and my shoes and all that. How do you have a budget of $1 million if you're unemployed? Who is on that deed, folks? I know Justine talking about they had a side business, but the only business I see them doing on the side is, the only business I see them doing on the side is that credit repair service. Are y'all getting your credit repaired by Michael and Justine Persaud?
No, baby, you explain who is this on the screen that has the deed underneath their name or they new house in Las Vegas?
Her mother, Sherry. They're both on it. Sherry and Justine is both on the deed. Michael's name is nowhere to be found on that deed. So once again, everything falls back on Mama Sherry. Doesn't this woman deserve to enjoy her retirement? Why does this have to fall back on her? So if they fall short on their mortgage, which could be $2,000 a month for a $485,000 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house with a pool in the back, who's going to have to pay the bill? Hasn't this woman had enough? Now I know why she got upset and she stormed out of that restaurant that day when they told her that she was pregnant. She was pissed. And I remember she said to Michael, she said, I don't even know what you do for money. Oh, but I got it. I paid bills this month. Boy, what do you do for money? Being a rapper is like hitting a million, becoming a millionaire, hitting the lottery or something like that. I feel like that's just my opinion. And that's the same thing I feel like for acting. You got a 5-bedroom house, 4-bathroom house, okay? And you talking about show the Instagram thing where they were like, oh, we accomplished so much. Show that how she wrote at the tag. Yeah, let them read that. Take the ticker off. They had the nerve to say like we accomplished so much. Da 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 da. Did you accomplish so much, or did Sherry accomplish so much? Sherry seems to be footing the bill on your whole entire life at 36 years old. No shade, but at 36 years old, it's time to cut that cord. Leave your mama alone. Let her enjoy her vacation. Let her cut the cord. Let her enjoy her retirement because she probably has a house over there. She's either renting or owning a house over there in Long Island. Plus, she got to cover your ass in Vegas if you come up short. You got how many kids now? Together, this is what, baby number 8, baby number 9? I mean, it's why does Miss Sherry have to take on this responsibility? I would have never. It looked like to me like she co-signed that house because Justine's unemployed. I would never. I just said it. I know. I just said it. If they come up short, it falls on her. Otherwise, her credit is F. There goes the house right there. There goes the house right there. It's gonna be a nice house. But why Mama Sherry?
Oh Lord, they had a pool in the backyard, baby. Hold on, don't go nowhere. You come, you pull up a seat real quick. I need to talk to you too. Pull up a seat, baby. I said pull up a seat. She gonna tell me to shut up. I said pull up a seat. You hear me? That's my baby though, y'all, man. Shout out to Cat Ann, man. She real. You hear me? She too real with this shit. This unkept alone on the house. That's a man. The cows, they said that they put down 400,000, but that they don't put that down. That's a loan that they can get through the bank. But Mama Sherry got through the loan. Damn, Justine, you big pregnant. Big pregnant. Can't wait for the baby to come out. I wish the best for the baby. But look at Michael, big headed ass. Look, that remind me of me. I'm in the pool. I can't talk no shit, Michael. Look, but your head big, boy. But man, y'all need to put Michael down up on that. Baby, can you flip my fries for me, please? I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I love you. And make sure you put 2 sides of the mayo on my bread because Emmett did. He didn't even put 2 sides of mayo on my bread.
That's how I do it back in Texas.
You talking about that's how we do it in the hood, boy. If you don't get your little Slim Jimmy head ass on somewhere, boy, Slim Jim, go ahead. It's Slim Jim. Your new rap name is Slim Jim. Your new boxing name is Slim Jim. But let me say something about this, y'all. Now, they in that pool, they enjoying their time. How many kids are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're missing 2 more. I don't know what the other 2 at, but they need to come on out. You know what I'm saying? Come on out the woodwork because this is crazy. You mean to tell me that y'all let Sherry put her insurance down on his home? Well, not insurance, but y'all let her put her mortgage. What y'all let her put her name, not her insurance. I'm sorry, but her credit. Y'all read her credit, Michael. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this as a man to a man. That rapping shit needs to stop. That rapping shit needs to go out the window. Personally, bro, if I'm you, and if I'm in your shoes, rapping shit stop. It's time to get a job. It's time to get a real 9 to 5. Call it a day. Go get. I'm talking about do real estate. You can do whatever you want to do, but your name should be on that deed. Your name should be on that deed, period. It shouldn't be Sherry's name and Justine's name. Justine, you need to tell him you need to get a job too as well. Because I don't think that y'all should use y'all mama. Justine, I don't think you should use your mama. Trina, that's wrong. This woman already got enough money money problems to deal with over where she at. Hold on, let my wife say something real quick. Look at her hand.
The home, for those of you who are asking, the home was purchased at $485,000. That was the asking price. So the deed is in the mother and Justine's name. So if my calculations serve correct, the monthly mortgage will come out to be at least $2,000 a month. That's if they don't pay. If they continue to pay. If they don't pay, then it's gonna be an issue for Mama Sherry.
Man, how much you think they're gonna pay? Now, babies, can I ask you something? With them putting a house, how much do you think that dinged her credit? Can you please give me just an estimate? How many points you think it greened her?
I don't know.
Look, man, that's crazy. Her crazy. Her credit, fuck. She can lose so much credit just off. You know what? I'm gonna drop the link. This is a special one, y'all. I'm gonna drop a link for everybody. But I feel like, man, that's $400,000. Let me give it to my wife. And then how much is the monthly bill? $1,000?
I don't know. I said I'm estimating at $2,000 a month. So it's a 2,000 square foot home, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2 stories, pool in the back, has a spa, has a 2-car garage. It's a built-in 2,000. It's a decent sized home. I mean, I thought there were homes that were cheaper than that in Vegas. That's just what I thought.
But if Vegas homes are cheaper than California.
I know, but I know they have a whole bunch of homes that are like $250,000. So I thought they would pick a home a little bit cheaper than that. But okay, congratulations. But you're trying to take credit for it, saying that you accomplished a lot. But is it really that you accomplished a lot, or did your mom accomplish a lot? I'm not saying you didn't accomplish anything. I'm just saying your mom is going above and beyond for you. She really is. I mean, she's a wonderful mother.
Damn right. You hear me? I love you, baby. Thank you for coming in and giving your piece. But okay, let me bring up the Chris Nicole. Lily, you can click on the link again. I don't know why you left. But go ahead, Chris Nicole. Sound off. Let me go on
Hey,
mute.
hey, hey, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Gio, you on mute.
I put myself on mute. Just
Oh,
speak up a
okay.
little bit louder in your phone.
Can you guys hear me now?
You're low on my end. It's okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Let me see. Oh, you know what? There we go. Go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
is it better?
Yeah, way better.
Okay. All right, all right. So here's the thing. Vegas, a lot of people move to Vegas because there's loopholes in buying homes.
Mm-hmm.
I know at one point it was so easy to buy a home in Vegas until the housing crash, which was I think around between 2007 2009. It was literally a situation where everything crashed. It was like it was horrible
That's
at
because
that
that's because of CV.
time. Hey, Cat Ann.
I'm gonna mute
so
myself.
So the thing is that at that time it was like super easy. I am sure because of all of these very fraudulent mortgage companies that came in and allowed people to buy homes knowing damn well they didn't have the money for it. They had to get strict. However, Vegas still has some type of loopholes. Now, here's the thing. We don't know what type of down payment they put down. If they did a typical FHA loan or something like that, where they put down a certain percentage, with that being said, it's not going to be that much as they put down 485. I'm still thinking it's going to be a mortgage of like 3K or higher, because if they only put say 3% down, 5% down, 10% down, it's literally not going to be, it's going to be a high ass mortgage. I think the mother put her name on there because Michael isn't on there. She wants
Fact.
to protect her child. So at the
Fact.
end of the day, she wants to protect her child. She wants to protect her grandkids. So in her mind, because she's still willing to do it, if I am going to sign on this house, it's going to be your name. So if something happens to me, you are protected. You have a home. You have equity
Mm-hmm.
on that home. That's the way she's probably looking at it. Michael couldn't be on it. If Michael was on it, I don't think she would have sat up there and put her income and her credit on the line. But
Mm.
again, if they put a decent amount of money down, if they did, then at that point, it probably could be a lower mortgage payment. We just don't know how much they put down. And yeah, they're using the mother for the credit and the income, because if neither one of them are working, now the thing is, I'm assuming because Justine was in the medical field, she has a license in some kind of way.
Now, for
So,
Michael as a rapper, though, Chris, what do you think about that? Him being
well,
a rapper, he need to hang it up or keep trying to pursue that dream, or he should he go get a job and try to pursue the dream while he's trying to do it? While he's working a 9 to 5, should he
I'm a
pursue the dream?
I'm a firm believer in, unless you are in the grave, always pursue your dreams. However, you have to be realistic. You still
Yeah,
need to bring in some type of income while you are pursuing your dream. So, and my whole thing is, if that's what he wants to do, fine. You know, maybe he'll
yeah.
find his way in producing or whatever the case may be. However, you still need to bring in some type of income, because now you have 8 kids to take care of. So he can
Mm-hmm.
pursue it. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has dreams. If he's willing to pursue it, fine. But at the end of the day, you still have to bring in some type of income. So that's the thing. Now, I know there's been rumors. We don't necessarily know if he stashed and saved a lot of money. If that is the case and he was able to put a certain amount of money down, then so be it. And like Bobby just said in the chat, 10% is still like $48,000. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They had to put a lot of money down. The more
Mm-hmm.
money you put down, of course, the cheaper your mortgage is going to be per month.
Okay. Yep, for
Yeah.
sure. But I'm gonna bring up Megan. I'm gonna try this panel today, but we're not
Oh,
gonna get carries and cut each other off.
okay. Uh-uh.
I'm gonna bring up Megan. And Megan, what to do? Peace and love.
Hey,
What you
Megan.
thinking?
Hey, peace and love, Gio. I don't play the mortgage game. I still pay rent. So I'm just in awe over people that really don't have a job too much, because man, they won't let me buy a $75,000 house. So I'm always in awe when people do this, because we got a lot of celebrities doing it now, and then we see it happen a year later. They can't afford this house, and they're
It's
going
allegedly.
through.
Everything is alleged.
Everything's allegedly, but again, $2,000. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in the mortgage. Those houses. Utilities are like 600.
Yeah.
Especially with a pool. A pool is
You
gonna
got
bring
a
up that.
pool.
Yeah.
You got probably 2 cars in the household. They both need a car, right? They got 2 to 4, kids running around all the time. So, and then they got kids that probably only come in the summer. So I don't even know if I would have needed a big house like that, because certain kids, they're in school, so they wouldn't come with you over the summer. So you're a summertime dad, you get to be one of those. You get to go and get your kids, go fly out, go pick up your kids, and just keep them all summer. They only need a room.
If I'm not mistaken, it only seems like the mama is over there to helping support the mothers of Michael. His mama is helping support the children that he has, and then Justine is helping support Justine's kids. Because
Yes.
that's how they able to just go to these hotels and live their life. Now, with mortgage and shit like that, I don't think that they should involve the parents. That's just me personally, but you got to get it how you live, understandable. But at the end of the day, if you're grown people and you got grown morals, stand on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me personally. Stand on that shit, take care of your business. Don't use your
But
parents.
I would have, my sister jump on here if she was on the live and say, my mother co-signed your first car, co-signed a lot of stuff for you.
Well,
so
I think the issue came into play. Oh, I'm sorry, Meg. I think the issue came into play because of how she treated her mother on the show.
But it's a house too. On top of that,
Yeah, that's a house.
Yeah,
It's a house.
yeah. It just seems like the way she treated her mother, she made it seem like, don't worry about it, I got this, and had the same attitude as if she didn't need her mother.
Exactly.
Now her mother is being used to purchase this home. So at the end of the day, I think, because the reality is, I think all parents, to a certain extent, if they have the means, they will include, like they'll co-sign on the car, co-sign on the home, if they can afford it. However, the fact that she treated her mother so poorly on the show, and she's bringing another child into this world that her mother disapproved of, and she already was taking care of the other kids. I think that's why people are like, hold on now, like, your mother, you already treated your mother like crap, and now we have a situation where your mother is helping you with the biggest investment you can possibly have in your life, which is the home.
I just didn't even like the fact that he moved. Like, the Nevada, you just got out of prison, you home,
right?
You just getting back with your children. Your children that you had before Justine, not her kids, because those are her kids with some other guy. Like, only the one baking in her oven is yours. So those are other kids. You're taking care of somebody else's responsibilities right now. Your responsibilities are on the East Coast. And so to like pack up less than a year after you got out of prison and just leave, I don't know. I would be upset as a child and as one of those children's mother. Like, you just gonna leave? You just came home. You're not gonna spend a year or two with your kids before you pack it up and go?
Michael does have some of his kids though over there with her. You know what I'm saying? Michael did bring some of his kids to Vegas. That's a fact.
I thought it was summertime. So, summer, I guess.
Look at the kids in this picture right here. I'm gonna post a picture of these kids in this picture right here. Because Michael do have some of his kids over there. Remember, Justine only has 3 kids. So
is this summertime?
That was a summertime baby.
You do the math, that's 6 kids right there.
My daddy always.
This is the new house. This is the new house with the pool.
I went over there every summer.
This is the new house with the pool in the back. Yeah, this is the pool that they're in right here. Boom. That's the pool.
Yeah, that's what I did every summer. I went with my dad, but it was just summer, and that was it. That was the only time I seen it.
We don't know personally. We don't know personally if Michael is about to take care of his kids. We don't know that.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna say this, but putting the mortgage in her mother's name and not his name, that's
When
a
she get
red flag to
mad,
me.
she gonna
That's a
take
red
that house.
flag to me personally because I'm like, hell no. Like my wife would tell me, I'm like, we're not putting that in her. No. That's a red flag to me because as a man, you should want to have your own shit. Personally, you should want to have your name on that. You want to be responsible. I would say this, Michael, rapping, you probably need to hang that up for a while. You know, write your raps, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But rapping, hang that shit up, get you a motherfucking job, take care of your business because at this time you have mortgage to pay. Let me go let my wife say something.
But also, she's taking the role of the father. She's taking the role of the father of the. I don't. How many children does she have? 2 or 3?
She has 3.
So this is her 4th one. So she's taking the role of the father for those first children. So of course she's not be happy to take care of this 4th one, who's going to college and who's paying for that too.
Right.
It's like it's a lot on her, and these aren't her kids. She's not financially responsible for a 36-year-old. She didn't. She's able-bodied. Michael is able-bodied. These are healthy people with arms and legs that can walk and do all types of stuff.
She should have went on maternity leave for the last 3 months of her pregnancy.
But she didn't, and she's talking about she don't have a budget. Girl, get it together. Everything shouldn't be on the mom. Let the woman enjoy her retirement because I'm sure she would love to do that.
You know how older people,
yeah, but why? Here's the thing, Kat, and why is she willing to do it though? Because she had to sign off on it. So that's why I'm thinking she's trying to create some type of stability for her daughter and those grandkids, get some equity in the home, things like that. But she had to sign off on it.
Exactly. Yes. My wife says she understands that, but damn it, she got to put her foot down. I'm gonna say the same thing.
That's true. That's true.
Because great minds think alike. And whatever she says, I'm gonna already be thinking it before she even say it. That's how we able to click. Naturally, that's how me and my wife able to click. But hell yeah, she need to put her foot down and say, hell no, I'm not putting my name down on that. You got a whole husband over here. He need to quit that rapping shit and get a motherfucking job and get his credit up. Y'all been together for 3 years now. He been free for 2 years. Sir, it don't take you long to build up your credit. It don't. I'm a firm believer in that. It don't take you long, Michael, to build up your credit. Go get a job.
Chance out here doing it.
Pay your debt to society. That you might have paid your debt to society in prison, but you haven't paid your debt to the society in society. That means like paying your car notes, paying the old bills that you owe, paying liens and shit that's on your credit card. Pay that shit the fuck off, bro. Get that out your hair. Don't sit up here and let her mother come in, and that don't make no sense. How can your mama come in and pay your
Gio? I just got a question.
I don't give a damn about co-signing. It's a difference. Everybody keeps talking about co-signing. There's a big fucking difference within co-signing. Co-signing don't mean that you got to give some money. Co-signing does not mean that. Co-signing mean that you're standing on that. I trust these people and they're good people because I got a home myself and I got good credit myself. I trust that they will pay their credit. That person that co-signed for me don't have to pay shit. They just a co-sign. They're a good reference. That's like a reference.
No, if Justine doesn't pay, she has to pay.
With co-signing, they have to pay, baby.
They're responsible.
They'll pay it if you don't pay it.
She's financially responsible. So if Justine and Michael don't pay, it's all on Cherry.
I totaled a car under my mama name. She had to pay.
That's not like the job.
No, you don't know.
Co-sign means that if they don't pay, she has to
legally
pay.
on the deed. They are
Wells Fargo coming right after you.
Right.
You understand?
That's not what co-signing means. I thought co-signing means when somebody co-signs for a car.
It's like if the person doesn't have enough credit, then somebody co-sign for them. That's like when I was a child and I wanted to get an apartment. Say I was 19. I couldn't get an apartment because I had no credit. My mom or dad could co-sign for me so I could get the apartment.
Right. And meaning that if
It's
something
not-
happens,
it's responsible for
But you
them,
get
right?
evicted.
Yes.
Whoever co-signed for
Yes.
you, understandable. Understand because I had got a car and shit, and I get co-signers, but they don't fall underneath nothing that I fall underneath. Matter of
But
fact,
you're
that was
responsible.
that was a reference. It's a difference. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a reference. I'm thinking about references and co-sign, and it don't correlate the same. Co-sign is a totally different thing. I'm sorry, y'all. Ladies, go ahead and y'all speak on it.
No, I mean, she was right. Yeah, co-signing. But here's the thing. I know somebody said in the chat, like, what's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong with it. Like, I know by the grace of God, if I sit up there and get the means that I want and I have kids, if I want to buy them their first home, their first house, or whatever the case may be, I will do it because that's my child. However, the problem is Justine treated her mother like pure crap, made it she did not need her, and literally was so disrespectful to her on that show. And that was just on the show where cameras were involved. Let's not even include what she possibly says to her when there's no cameras around. So at the end of the day, unless they're trying to tell us that that was an acting class 101, she treated her mother like garbage, and yet her mother is turning around and still helping her get a home.
Yeah, that shit, they're crazy, man. So, yeah, that's crazy. Because I was thinking about, like, what's that thing? References. I was thinking about references.
Yeah.
So let me get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me get out of that.
Yeah, co-signing, you taking on that debt.
She's responsible. That's what I'm seeing in the chat. She's responsible. So her mama, if Justine don't decide to pay nothing and Michael don't decide to pay shit, because what Michael ain't pay, Sherry has to pay. That's fucked up. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not cool.
My mother co-signed for a car from. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, here's the bigger thing about the mortgage situation. You can put anybody's name on the deed. Whose name is on the actual mortgage with the mortgage loan? What I have a question about.
I was thinking about co-signing because I just needed references when I got my car. I didn't need co-signing.
No, co-signing is different, but the deed, you can put people's names on the deed. You can put your child's name on the deed. The thing is, though, whose name is on the actual mortgage loan? That's the thing, because the mortgage loan, it could be
I think it's Sherry.
It could be just the mother's name, and the mother put Justine on the deed because that's her child, or it could be Justine and the mother's name.
I think it's the mama. I think Justine don't got no job. You got to remember this. Justine,
she don't have a job.
She don't have a real job. Like right now, as of right now, she don't. She's pregnant, but she quit her fucking. She walked out on her job. Now, would it be hard for her to get her job back? Maybe not, because she's able-bodied. Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, you walking out on your job, what income do you have coming in right now? As of right now, unemployment is not gonna. That's not enough. Like that's not enough. What is Michael doing?
All right, that's true.
What is Michael working? Like if he don't have no job and he not really working a 9 to 5, bro, I'm telling you, people frown upon that. Do Uber Eats or something.
And was she ever licensed? Because like I'm licensed in my state. Moving, I gotta do a whole bunch
do it
of
all
things.
over again, right?
Yeah, I gotta go to Nevada and
with
take
CNAs, they gotta do it all the way over.
Gotta be a whole thing. I'm not doing that.
On the West Coast, it's way different. She will have to do that CNA classes over again. That's a fact.
I'm set in doing my ways, and I live where I live. And you move with your teaching license, and they'll tell you, you gotta take your whole teaching license over.
Cinnamon Brazil said it's on whom names on the tax papers. Now the tax papers for the house, actually you pay more for taxes on the house. So I would think they would put that on her mama. This is me allegedly. I think the mama has more say with that tax. That's fucked up though if she do, because you know how much money she has to pay.
But see, I'm curious now because now I'm wondering about the mother's finances, because she has her own home, or I'm assuming something going on where she lives. So that means that she had enough to be able to put her name on this home plus what she has going on the East Coast. So, I mean, look, at the end of the day, again, I saw somebody
expensive over here.
Parents who have like money, they do this for their kids all the time. I get it. But I guess the thing is that we're not dealing with, I guess, multi-millionaires here. We're dealing with your average family with a child who literally is about to have baby number 4, 8 kids total. And then the way she disrespected her mother, I think.
And one going to college.
Right. And one going to college. I think she's going to UNLV, if I'm not mistaken.
Out of state. I don't know if she got a scholarship for that.
She can do in-state because they live in Vegas now, so she can do.
But I had to establish my residency when I moved. Like they made me get things under my name saying that I lived here for a certain amount of months. because they wasn't trying to give me financial aid if I wasn't a New York State resident. They was like, nah, you from North Carolina. You go get a job, work for 6 months, get a cable bill under your name, and come back and try again. And that's what I had to do. It wasn't like I could just move wherever and get.
That shit is lame as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Her mama seemed like she gotta pay everything off. Like that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I have real estate education in California and Nevada. That's my wife is only speaking on that because I'm the sentiment. You can't click the link because my wife is a real estate agent as well. I'm all right, baby. You right. So she know about real estate too. So I want you to speak on it. She agreeing with, she ain't disagreeing with what you saying, but for sure. You know,
but $485 and depending on what type of down payment, I'm thinking easily, just from my experience, I'm thinking about at least $3,000 a month, at least, especially if they did
that house. If it's 400,000,
485, so it's close to 500,000.
485. Yep. Damn. 4,085. $185,000. 485. How much is the monthly fee?
It depends on how much they put down. So I'm saying I'm being generous by saying $3,000. It could be definitely higher than that.
It's the mom's house. Man, so Sentiment said it's the mom house.
Yeah,
I agree. We all saying the same thing. We think that it's the mama house too, because at the end of the day, Justine is just the person who's on the assets with the cosigner. That's the fact, and the only reason why she's on it with the cosigner because they got the same probably last name. And I did the math already. What's the math, Tiffany? That ticket seemed high as hell, and they seem like they're gonna run off on that house and go right back to where they at. And that's just my prediction. That's my predictions.
Yeah, that's the sad part, because the thing is, if a parent is willing to do it because they know their child is responsible and they know the history of them being able to take care of everything, then fine. But at the end of the day, we already see that there's clearly some issues there. So I don't know. But hey, it could be, for all we know. Maybe the mom has retired and moved to Vegas and they all in that house together. We don't even know. It could be.
Man, the mama ain't moved to no Vegas, man.
You don't think so?
No, I think the mom, if she did, do she have a husband?
I don't know. But
if she ain't got no husband, then yeah, it might be likely.
People retire to Vegas. They retire in Vegas. So she could have moved there.
Oh no. Makes sense, but then at the same time, it don't make sense. You get what I'm saying, Chris? Like it makes sense, but then it don't make sense because why would the mama want to move all the way to Vegas when she's so used to being on the East Coast?
Because her grandkids are there now.
I know, I understand that, but still, she got her shit to pay wherever she at. But now, if that's a you might be on to something. That's a 5-bedroom house.
Yes.
Mama may right, you might be on to something. That's a 5-bedroom house. The mama might have got her a room in that motherfucker. Yeah. And say, look, you know what? If I'm gonna put my name on this shit, I need a room here.
Exactly. This is my house. Y'all live here. And then if I see you guys do well for X amount of years, then maybe I will transfer this over, whatever the case may be, or y'all can refund, anything. But it seems like the mother may be living in the home.
Man, yeah, facts, Sentiment. No matter what happens, the mom is responsible. That's the fucked up part.
Yep, like that's true, Sentiment.
That's the fucked up part. The mama is responsible. I don't think that no woman should be able to take care of her daughter after a certain age. Or her son. Even let alone her son. I don't give a damn. Let their ass go ahead and figure this world out. Shit, they put together. Now, I think if they got autism or some shit like autistic and all that shit, hell yeah, help them out. But if they ain't got none of that, hell no.
Sentiment talking like she got some proof or something, because
Sentiment knows real estate.
I know, but she said the document was mailed to the mom's house in Mass, so I guess
she would know.
Yeah.
That's the and then they on the West Coast. You got to think about it. Sentiment might be on the West Coast. Yeah. So people that's on the West Coast that pass their exams and shit like that, man, they know this shit. They know this shit because it's expensive out here on the West. Like it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Cheap. This ain't no fucking.
The East Coast is not no walk in the park either. Like
depending on where you are. Yeah,
I understand New York is high, but the apartments there are small. These motherfuckers give you they'll charge you $4,000 for a studio out here that's just a high rise. You hear me? Like
That's true.
it got space, but man, you do 4,000 a month, then you got to pay a car note of 200 or 300. Man, come on, stop it. COVID, the CD
And
is
then they
over.
make you pay for parking.
Went
You be
up,
like,
Then imagine if they're going up on your rent. I'm gonna tell you something about rent control out here in California.
There is none.
Oh, they got it. That means they will go up on your. They will go up on your rent. Like there is none. They will go up on your rent. You're right, Chris Nicole.
Yep.
They will go up on your rent 3%
Really?
every year.
Yes.
3%.
Yes.
3%.
oh yeah, they got a percentage. Yeah, they go up on our rent.
3% here. Like, so they coming over here on the West Coast. I don't know if they do. I don't know if they do that in Vegas, which I think Vegas is tax free, correct?
It's state tax, state
tax-free.
income tax free. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Oregon is like that too. Oregon State is the same way, but still, I know houses in Oregon and I know houses in Vegas that's expensive as shit.
But see, here's the problem though. I think the issue is never mind the fact of how she treated her mother. You didn't need to make an announcement about you buying a home if you know that home is in your mother's house. Like that was a flex that didn't need to be a flex. That wasn't a real flex. So at the end of the day, I think that's also the issue because real estate can be easily looked up. A lot of this stuff is public record. So at the end of the day, you're talking about you just purchased a home. In reality, if this is your mother's home, you are flexing on your mother's home. This is your mother's income that brought that house and all of that stuff. That's the problem is that, again, but we're in that time where people like to flex and try to put on the front for something they don't really have. So that's the issue because it's almost coming off as if this is the mother's home. She probably did retire there. We know she loves her grandkids. So it's possible that she has the main room in that 5-bedroom home and the rest of them are there living rent or mortgage free for all we know.
Yeah.
So that's the sad part, that they didn't even have to say anything. They could have just stayed quiet and just, hey, we moved to Vegas. But the fact that they wanted to make sure that people knew, oh, I just closed on a home. Well, people like Cinnamon, for example, or people who are in real estate could easily look up that information, which is why this is a hot topic now, because now they're saying, oh, the deed is the mother's name and Justine's name. So don't flex on something that people can easily look up.
Yeah, that's shit crazy. It's crazy. I just want to know.
Do you guys think Michael ever had anything under like his name actually? He seemed like a dude that always had things under a chick's name or his mother's name or his I don't think he ever had anything under.
I want to know how that business is doing with the shoes because if it was doing something good, I ain't trying to talk shit, but I'm stating the facts, Michael and Justine. So don't try to get on the train. Oh, everybody hate us. Don't you come over here with that dumb ass shit and try to, this is a hate channel. No, it's not. We a real channel.
Hi,
Gio, please show the photos for us late. Okay, I got you. Okay, so this is the house they got. But I want to know how's that business going with the shoes and shit. Okay, so let me wind this back. Now, Sherry is Justine's mom that they done took a house loan name out on. This is Justine's mama. She's the one who got her name on the house loan, allegedly. And this is Justine and Michael right here. This is Justine's mama. Justine big as hell and pregnant. Big pregnant. Now, this is the house they bought in Vegas. Don't nobody go up pulling up at their house and shit like that, doing that weird ass shit. Because I feel like I would have to hurt you. You hear me? Oh, that's on me. I will hurt you. Don't do nothing to nobody family. That's Justine. They got a house with a pool in the backyard. Did they post that? It's on Starcasm. Who the fuck is Starcasm? I don't know who is who. But yeah, this is it. This their house. And that's their family. But I'm gonna say this. The mama got that mortgage underneath her name. So this would tell everybody, this would tell a lot of people, ain't not gonna happen to Justine and Michael at all. You know why? Because we're exposing it right here. And this is the simple fact that, man, them people ain't got no money like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the money is tight. Somebody signed Michael to a record label And I bet you, without a doubt, 10 times forward, they're gonna sell their house and move the fuck up out of there and get their mama that money.
Mocha moving in with them.
Let me stop. That has to be a copyright violation. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That has to be a copyright violation.
You hear me, Gio? I said Mocha moving in with them.
Mocha is not moving. Mocha got some other shit going on. Mocha is not moving over there. You something else. Mocha and his music is good.
Mocha and just
I would say his music is all right. Like just like I'm gonna say Cam right now. Cam's music is all right now. It's not like when I first heard Cam's music, that shit was busting. And it's some of his songs, I'll be like, I fuck with it. That's just me in particular, as what I like to hear. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Them Sacktown dudes, them dudes up north in Cali, they killing the fucking scene right now. Killing the rap game. Boosie, San Diego, killing the rap game right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Chicago, they doing some work. Baltimore, killing the rap game right now. I know where the rappers is at, but go. Y'all want to look for the real rappers? Type in Thizzler ciphers. On me, like type in that. Man, listen to what them young dudes was saying. They out here talking that shit. You hear me? Like, shout out to Marshall. You know what I'm talking about, Marshall. If you in the bottom of the chat, tell these people about Thizzler cipher. Yeah, X-rated. I'm that your answer to. When I say jump, then you have to. Man, come on, I'm a fast-talking car man, blowing your mind. I'm working back at Family, even if I'm in the slum. None of these dudes are rapping like that. So I'm going to say this about Michael. Michael, you got to come with some harder raps than that because nobody's finna sign that shit. They're not looking at that. And how are you going to be able to buy a home? You can't even buy a home. You had to let this woman, mama, go co-sign for the home. Where's your name at on the documents? This is what I'm trying to figure out. You was telling us this person, what you was telling us, oh, I'm about to take off in this rap game, and you was telling us that you finna be a multi-millionaire in a rap game. Now the song with gunplay you did was cool, but other than that, the other shit, I'm like, I gave it a listen. I'm like, all right, this is some okie doke shit. This is some okie shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, this is some okie shit, bro. It didn't even make me feel like you was really talking what you was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got to influence people to be a good rap artist. And to be honest with you, you don't have no money. How much money have you made off rap? And what about the credit repair shit? What is going on with this credit?
Yeah, I wouldn't, not me, but hey.
Yeah, I'm not giving an X-File in my credit.
I'm not even hating on them and none of that shit. But what's going on with the credit repair? Because shit, if y'all able to repair credit, motherfucker, repair my credit.
Or repair their own credit so they can get their own house.
Fucking repair my credit, shit. Repair my credit. Hell yeah, I turned that shit all the way off. I ain't gonna lie to you, Unique. That shit got turned off. Now they talking about repairing credit. Repair my shit. Repair everybody's credit on the block I live on. Shit, we want a house too. I want an 820 credit score. You hear me? Like shit. Go ahead, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead. I'm just
no, it's okay. But no, I think that, like I said, there's just two issues into play. The way she treated her mother and the fact that they're flexing on something that's possibly not theirs. But that's that social media thing. That's that whole hype situation where you got to make it seem like you're doing more than what you actually have. It's okay to be able to rent until you can get your income and your credit score up to be able to purchase. It's okay. Like everyone does it. So I didn't see what the big deal was to talk about how you purchased a home when clearly people can look that information up. Like that's the issue. So, and again, is there anything wrong with it? I mean, people have their different opinions on it. Some people feel like her mother shouldn't be responsible, especially the way she treated her mother. Some people are saying, hey, if the mother has the means to do it, I don't see what the problem is. But the thing is that in my personal opinion, I would have stayed hush hush. If my name is not on the mortgage or anything like that, I would have stayed hush hush until I know for sure I can easily say that I am just as responsible for this home, if not more than my mother. So, but we shall see. Now the credit repair is their business together. Yeah. But the thing is, look, at the end of the day, if you have a credit repair business, you should be the first example of that credit repair business.
Said, I know you fucking lying. I just got what
Hey, brother.
just said. That boy said, "I know you fucking lying." Like, I didn't know IKYFL means that. I just put that shit together. Like,
Yeah, like
a struggling
like,
rapper repairing my credit.
right. And you should be the first example. You should be the first. You and your wife should be the first example of how you were able to repair your own
And
credit.
show us the paperwork. Fuck
Right.
that. Show
Right.
us the paperwork. Because they been sitting around this motherfucker running around scamming doing. And I would say allegedly it's a scam.
Look, at the end of the day, child, yeah. It seems like it's possibly allegedly, we don't know, that this is the mother's home. This is the mother's home. But at the end of the day, hey, if she was willing to sign on it and they have an arrangement, you know, she don't have any income coming in. But didn't she mention that one of the kids is on the spectrum or has ADHD
disability.
or something
I
like
think
that?
one of the kids are on disability.
So that means possibly that child is getting the SSI check, maybe, or some type of, you know what I'm saying?
On the West Coast, they pay a lot for that shit.
Right. So it could be that she's getting,
1,000.
she's getting some income coming in, maybe for some SSI for all we know. Things
That's
like
not
that.
enough for a $400,000 house, though.
Oh, I know, but I'm just
my money.
Like, let's not even play that game.
Right,
like,
but
no,
what I'm
not
saying
enough.
is maybe she's putting that money towards the mortgage that her mother is paying. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe she's actually putting that in, or she's using that money for the utilities or whatever the case may be. Who knows? But yeah, so yeah, it's a funny situation. It's a funny situation, but again, hey, if they can rock with it, and her mother clearly had to sign off on it, if she's willing to deal with it, then God bless them.
Yeah, true, damn right.
Yeah.
First, Michael was only doing that business, now it's both. I want to know who buying them damn shoes. Hey, anybody in the chat who bought them shoes, put a one in the chat. If you did not buy them shoes,
not one.
Hold on. If you did not buy not one shoe, put a 2 in the chat.
You gonna get a lot of twos.
See, you never know, somebody might have bought them shits to get shit. I ain't gonna lie, one of them shoes was busting, but the M sign upside down, I was like, hold up, man. Because see, Maserati, I'm gonna tell y'all something about the Maserati emblem. A lot of GDs representing, you know what? I ain't gonna even go there. I ain't even gonna go there. But when you turn that motherfucker upside down like the Mariners hat, yeah, that be pissing a lot of people off. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Brother said he'd rather buy Yeezys. Well, you know, at least Yeezys coming from a legit.
I ain't even buying his shoe.
And sometimes Yeezys are on sale.
I ain't buying no Kanye West shoe. The reason why I'm not buying Yeezys because this shit ain't owned by Adidas no more. And him and Adidas had a huge falling out. And if Yeezy not with Adidas, I'm not buying that shit. That's a copyright violation. On my mama, it is. You turned the Maserati emblem upside down. Hey, baby, how you doing? You in there throw something up? Go ahead. Oh, she went on mute. Hell to the no. Hell to the no on me, you hear me? Whoever you is, hell
for
no.
real, Kate and Sugar Mama.
To the no. To the no. Hell to the no. Ain't nobody buying that shoe.
Can we talk about how Kayla went back to the Captain Crunch D?
Who?
Oh, Lord.
Lord Jesus.
Oh, God.
Hold up.
Oh,
gosh, Kate.
amazing.
Brought it up.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with them. I mean,
What
why
is
Kayla?
this, honey?
Kayla, is her daughter mixed?
Yes, her baby daddy or daddies are black.
Boy, they was putting some long peen up in her. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, they was putting long peen up in Ping Land.
Someone said that man be wearing jorts.
That boy, that's a black man in a white man's body. I'm being honest with you.
What's a jort? Tell me what a jort is.
That's my dog right there, man. Kevin, cool people though. Kevin just trying to get it how he live, man. You can't blame that man.
The shit said that he got Captain Crunch D. I guess it doesn't matter, huh?
Shit, that cat, man. Look here, I'm gonna tell you something right now, baby. Don't no man penis matter. So any restaurant preferences. Who the fuck is that texting that 818 number? Who is that? Man, ain't nobody studying that shit. What y'all think about that? Hold on. Y'all go ahead and think about that.
No comment. No comment. What you think about it, Megan?
Cute couple.
For real. No comment.
Go and live their best life,
Okay?
you know.
Like, no comment. No comment.
I got people fighting my next door neighbors like that. They fight, they screw, they get back together. No comment. They
Right.
just living their best life over there.
Right.
Somebody will punch somebody in the face. The other one will do. Hey,
Right.
they come over by my house. I go in and lock the door. Like, y'all come in the house
Santana,
because they're
I thought
crazy.
the daughter was Justine's oldest child, not Santana. I thought Santana was the middle child. Santana's the one that she said is on, I think, the spectrum or ADHD. I think he's the middle child. He's
Yeah,
the
he's the
first boy.
boy.
Yeah, he's the first boy. So, she's probably getting the check for him, allegedly, apparently. I don't know, but she's probably getting the check.
I just
Oh
know
no, I don't
when
think
you
it's
got
Summerlin, Jackie. Oh, Summerlin is that hot spot. At least it used to be. I don't know what part of Vegas, but Vegas has gone up tremendously because of everyone moving there. And then, of course, when the Raiders came, even when they started breaking ground on that stadium, like the prices really went up. So Vegas is getting to the point where it's going to be mini California soon. The benefit, of course, is that they still don't have the state taxes, but yeah, it's becoming mini California because the home that they have, you would say 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that home would have probably been 300,000, 320, not 485.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's definitely gone up, but that's what they're doing now. Like at this point, inflation and everything is going up. Like it's almost like they want people to move to like the middle of the country, move to Iowa, Idaho, places like that, because at this point, everything damn near on the East Coast and on the West Coast, you're gonna be spending some money for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's
she has her home.
expensive.
Look, at the end of the day, look, whatever her agreement is with her mother, it is what it is. Like my whole thing is one, just the way that she treated her mother and the fact that they flossing on IG. But at the same time, whatever the agreement is the agreement. You know, the mother isn't coming out saying you're lying, it's my home. So she clearly is allowing her to say this is your home. So hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I guess people are having an issue with it because of how her mother was treated on the show. And then, of course, they don't have any income, apparently. Yeah, after the pandemic, it really went up. During the pandemic, though, that's when a lot of people was able to get in on homes because that percentage rate was very low. It was low, like 2.6, 2.8. It was really low. But now it's back up.
But how are they doing on like bookings? And I know because I think Brittany and Marcelino do pretty well, right?
With
On things
booking.
like that.
Yeah, but are they
How do
on
they do?
that level though? It's just do you think Justine and
I
Michael are on
don't.
the level as them? So that's what I'm saying. So I guess when it all boils down to it, it's really about how many people want to book them.
They going on a blessing and a prayer. And I know Marcelino did poker, so he had a reason.
Yeah, and then they're also in Vegas too. And that's another thing too. I know back in the day, people used to be able to just buy homes, of course, on their gambling earnings. Like people gambled that much. Of course, it was always probably a prayer every month to make sure they had enough. But you've heard of people who have made hundreds and thousands of dollars off of gambling and they put that money down on a home. And back then they were able to just get the home. I'm sure things are more strict now because of the situation with the crash in 2008. They have to be more strict, but Vegas still has ways to, like someone said earlier, creative financing. I think people, can get away with certain things versus in California and New York and DC, like those type of places, you can only get away with so much. Or if anything at all, hell.
All right.
Not Cali status. What are you talking about? Cinnamon, not Cali status. Yeah, I mean, look, congrats to him. Like I said, the mom, if she's willing to make that arrangement for him, then hey, congrats. Yeah, as long as you can trace the funds, as long as you can trace the funds, absolutely. So, but again, it could be that the mom, I just hope, but again, this is the sacrifice of mothers. Like this is how mothers are when it comes to their kids. I am hoping that the mother is living a somewhat lavish lifestyle where she is Like, I would hate to see that her mom is living like in a 1-bedroom apartment, and then the kids and the grandkids is living in this luxury house. But
She
again,
probably is.
that's the sacrifice of a mom. A mom, they feel like, especially if she's single, she has what she needs, the necessities, but she wants her grandkids and her kid to be able to live a better life. That's what parents do. So, but I would just hate to see that, because of course, again, there has to be some responsibility when it comes to Justine and Michael. But I would just hate that, because but again, we don't know, I guess, what her lifestyle is in Mass. And I guess she lives in Mass. I didn't know she lived there, because Massachusetts is kind of expensive.
Very
I don't
expensive.
know what
Like,
cheap area of Massachusetts. Like,
a
they're
2-bedroom apartment is like $2,000 a month. So I'm
yeah,
like,
if
if you
not
got
more
to
than
carry
that.
them,
Yeah.
you can't like really carry anybody else. You gotta pay your rent and your utilities, which will be like $500-$600 in the winter. We
Yeah.
get snow. It's cold.
And then unless she's, took out some of her 401k or stuff like that, or, she had stocks and stuff. But, I just hate to see it, because literally, you working hard for X amount of years, your job is to retire where you want to retire and just relax forever at that point.
And
I would
Justine
hate
had
that
all those kids. No, she
yeah.
didn't get any Section 8. Or I'm like, just like most women don't move like that when because you usually getting some type of subsidies. Some type of subsidies. You got an autistic kid, they're gonna help you somewhere up in this government system. You're gonna get some Section 8, you might get some some heating assistance, you might get some type of rental assistance. You're gonna get something
She probably did,
from this
though. She probably did
government.
get Section 8.
And most people don't like to move when they, doing. They're
Now,
like,
that I
I'm
think
in
about it,
here.
hold on now.
I am in here.
Cinnamon, and people who can verify this. Is it possible this mother owns the home and Justine is still on Section 8 and she's paying her Section 8 funds to her mother? Like, what if they are actually renting out the mother's house?
Yeah, it got to be something going on there, because
Think about
she
that.
got too many kids. I know
Yeah.
too many scams on my family on scams.
When you really think about it, because Section 8, a lot of people, when they buy a investment home, a lot of them like to have people in their home. Sometimes they like to have people in their home that's Section 8, because it's guaranteed money. So is it possible that she actually bought it and Justine is still on her Section 8 and she's using that money to pretty much pay the mortgage? Her mother pretty much is, just has the home, but Section 8 is taking care of it. Is it possible?
Because I got friends and family that pay nothing and, rent, because they get Section 8, they get heat, you got a cousin living with them, rental assistance,
and it's
all types of
guaranteed money.
things.
Natasha, you're saying not that
money.
fast, but hold on. They've been like the show when they were talking about Vegas. How long has it been? It's been some months, hasn't it? Because what if because from my understanding, can you transfer Section 8?
Yes, you can. It takes a while, but you can.
It takes a while, but you can transfer it, and you can transfer all of that stuff. So is it possible they had already got that paperwork and stuff situated, and then when they moved to Vegas, they were able to kind of work it out that way?
Yeah, you can. Not to a 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a pool, but you.
Oh, no. There's people in Vegas on Section 8, and they in some bomb houses.
What?
Oh, for sure. I know that for a fact. It depends on the person who owns the home. If they're willing to take Section 8, yes, they can live the life of luxury. That's why a lot of people are moving to Vegas.
I might look into Vegas. I mean, I don't get Section 8, but I might apply for it or something. See,
like literally, if they decide, if that person who owns the home, if they decide that they're willing to take in Section 8, they can.
Yeah, no, I know that, but they moved into a apartment, 2 bathrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, just a regular apartment, nothing fancy.
Yeah, but Steph, they have, if they have 3 kids going on 4, you can't count, I guess, the oldest daughter, because the older daughter is 18. But if those other kids have moved in, they got more than 5 kids. You know what I mean? So I don't know how that goes, but again, where there's a will, there's a way. But you said there's a Section 8 shortage. I don't know how long, but I guess every state, every city, whatever has a waiting list. We don't know how long that waiting list is, but who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, that's the thing. Is I guess it's just one of those things to kind of put into question, like,
It's about 2 years where I live,
2 years? Okay.
about 2 years.
Okay.
But every other assistance you're gonna get quicker. Like, if you can't pay your heat bill,
Yeah. Sure.
they'll
Yeah.
help you up,
Sheree, I
especially
don't
here in New York.
see.
You
That's the
know,
thing. They said she can't be on the loan. We don't know if she's on the loan. For all we know, the mother may still just be on the loan and she's just on the deed. Yeah, North Las Vegas, I heard, can be they have some pockets of good areas, but for the most part, it's they got some but even in those interesting areas, they have some nice looking homes though. But who
I live in
knows?
the hood. I like living in the hood in those type of places. You're like, oh my God, this is what you call hood, because when you live in Brooklyn, you know what a hood look like. You know what a
Right.
projects look like. When you go over to the east, the West Coast, you're like, oh my God, this is so nice. So they have 2-floor apartments, and y'all call them the project.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. See, people, that was one thing too, because I remember my friends on the East Coast would be like, y'all got these homes and they look nice. So y'all have this is earthquake central. So they not gonna have these sky, like the projects, of course, in New York, where you can have like 20 floors or something like that.
Mhm.
It's but at the same time, you can literally have someone living in a huge house that's Section 8 and it's still the hood. So
Yeah.
that's the only
But
thing. But
you like, if this is hood, I need to move here. I always said that when I was growing up, going up through Ohio or Indiana, places like that, where they said, no, this is the hood. And you're like, oh my God, but they own houses. How
mm-hmm.
you own houses in the hood? No, we
Well,
rent.
that's Section 8. Yeah, that's Section 8 house. That's that rent. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's the thing is we will never know because there are certain things that we're not going to be privy to. But hey, if they have an
Yep,
understanding, by all means,
yep,
do the
go ahead.
thing.
Let your mama do it.
Yeah.
Mamas
She
do
clearly
everything
wants
for their kids.
she signed off on it. She did all of that stuff. She had to get it. She had to do it. So she wanted to do it clearly. No one forced her hand to do it. So she wanted to do it. So they have an understanding. And again, moms and good parents are always going to sacrifice to a certain extent for their kids. Like that's just
Mm-hmm.
one of those things. Even when the child sometimes can treat the mother or the parent like crap,
Like crap.
that's that
Yep,
unconditional love.
yep. You can crash their car into a wall with no license, no insurance, but
Right.
they'll still
They'll
co-sign
be
you
there.
another car.
Exactly. They'll be there to have your back. So if that's what they want to do, then
And
by
that's
all means.
mothers. That was,
Mm-hmm.
that was mothers. They'll be like, no, well, you gotta have a car, so I'm gonna get you another car. You're like, really?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But he does need to get a job. I'm hoping he's getting the job. You can still pursue your dream, but at the same time, pursue your dream and bring in some income.
oh, he needs not just one job. He needs 2 jobs. He
Yeah, he
has
needs
8 kids.
multiple. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he
Girl,
needs like a lot of
girl.
jobs. He needs to
Woo.
work full time and then do
A
Uber Eats for like
part-time,
three each
a
3
at-home
hours.
job. Like he needs to do several things to make sure he take care of them kids. That's a
Because it's a
lot of
lot of
mouths to
them.
feed.
But y'all know
Exactly.
what? I'm gonna say this shit is crazy, and I'm gonna say this shit with Kevin is crazy. But if y'all got any final words, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. And I might be back tonight or maybe tomorrow in the morning with something. Who knows? I'm off tomorrow, so I might be back with something.
All right. Well, here, look, at the end of the day, my final words, whatever the situation is, whatever the deal is, I wish them the best. Like I honestly do. The
Yeah,
mother clearly signed off on it. She made a decision to do it. Let's hope that Justine and Michael make good on whatever their arrangement is and they can be able to bring in the income. And again, pursue your dreams. You're not in the grave yet. You can always pursue your dreams, but in this world in America, we have to work to be able to provide. So as long as
exactly.
you're bringing in some income in the process of pursuing your dreams, I wish them the best. I honestly
Yeah,
do.
I hear you on that. That's good shit, Chris. I appreciate you for saying that, and I wish him the best too. But what is your mama co-signing that house? I had to throw that little side note in there. Go ahead, Megan. Say your final words.
Okay, peace and love, Gio. I just wanted to say, I hope they,
You know the
they got to
vibe.
be pulling in blank money, bank to pay for this house. About $2,000 mortgage, another 500. You know,
Yeah,
car payments.
money is money.
Kids need clothes. They need shoes. This is going to be expensive. So I hope wherever Michael got
I
some
just
money
warmed it up
stashed
before Mike is
somehow
done.
after 11 years, somehow, or either he was making money while he probably was doing that. Let me stop. I ain't about to get into his money. He was probably doing some things in prison. Justine was probably helping him. Maybe the mama too. That's why she don't mind getting the money.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, right. You hear me, Chris?
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
with a
But
capital A,
allegedly,
allegedly.
that would be the only way I will put my name on that house. I was seeing it in my bank account, not anyone else's, my bank account.
That
Okay.
part.
Okay. A car is one thing, but a house is another. But I've seen rich people. Like, I live on a street down the street from a rich college, and people buy their kids houses for 4 years and sell them. So, like, some people, everybody, she don't look like that, a mother that has that money. But, you know, I just hope it works out for them. I hope the baby's born healthy. I don't have any hate for them. I really hope they make it and stop putting their business out in the street, because then people start to investigate it. And you don't
Ain't
want
that
that,
the truth?
Michael,
Ain't that the
because
truth?
we don't know what you're doing.
Mm.
They should be careful. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly.
That part. But thank you so much, Megan, and thank you, Chris Nicole. But y'all stay up here with me. Y'all gonna piece these people out with me. But thank you guys so much for everybody who came in the chat. It's a lot of people in here. Please hit the thumbs up on this video. Keep the comments going down below. If y'all can't tell, I haven't been on 90 days because I'm tired of. Yeah, you guys aren't tapping in with the 90 days, so I'm not giving 90 Day my time and energy. I ain't even watched the last episode, to be honest with you. But Love the Lockup is giving me the shit that I need, so I'm tapping in with Love of the Lockup, and I'm staying drawn in. Now, with Michael and Justine, do you think that the mama got the house in her name, or is this just all some type of propaganda that we're just speaking that Michael and Justine got it in their name? But from our sources, what we heard is Mama Sherry, they get everything in her name. Now about Kevin being spotted with Kayla, do you think that they still dating and that he want to be back on the show? Do you think that he want to be back on the show, or he will be back? Y'all put that down at the bottom of the comments. And other than that, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I appreciate that so much. If you aren't new to the channel, if you are new to the channel, please hit that sub button and run them likes up. Other than that, let's speak these people out on the count of 3, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Bye, everyone.